Hi there guys, and welcome to another Train Sim World video. Today it is the opportunity to show you the Class 166 in this incredibly atmospheric scenario that I didn't really plan to be as atmospheric as it is. I've been doing several tweaking trying to get my frame rate up a bit. We're at 22 at the minute. That will improve as soon as we're out of the depot with all these trains around us, so bear with us if you're a bit low frame rate triggered, shall we say. Few people I know are. Me as well, I can sometimes struggle to watch videos due to it, so you're not doing anything you didn't. Right, I'm going to talk you very quickly through setting up the 166. It's not rocket science, this train, it really isn't, but there are a few little hidden bits I was just showing you there. So first things first, what I want to do is turn on the AWS, which is, it's on the top line, there we are. That is the AWS now on. If you come up here, you'll see this red button here that says DSD. If you press the isolate switch above it and set it to normal, there you have it. In theory, I think that should either be off or a different colour if it is isolated. Or is it yellow when they're on? I can't remember. We will turn our train lighting on. We're already started up, so we don't need to worry about preheating. Then we will sort out our headlights and we will put them round to day. To be fair, it's still a bit dark, is the problem. Shift H, by the way, gives you reverse of the action you're doing. It is summer, so we'll just stick that to cool and we'll stick that to low. It is early in the morning, so there's not exactly going to be loads of people. I've had this issue with a few of these switches where there's not. There you are. There we go. Okay, next thing you want to be doing is turn on the master key, which you can do with Control W, and then pull back the master key with your standard stuff. So you heard we've got the AWS self-test there. That's what we were kind of looking for. Next thing we want to look for is our lights. You see how you can go dimmer, bright, super bright. Okay, let's get her moving out of here. I think we've got a 15, there's a 10 limit here. So it's a combined traction and brake control. I think we actually have a, do we have hill start? No, maybe we do. I'm sure I've heard it being mentioned on the stream. No, can't seem to make it do much. Oh, speed, it was a 10. And what we didn't set was our wipers, which we should have done. So as you can see, we're under 20 frames per second. Now, just to put that into perspective, most of my Train Sim 2017 videos range between 19 and, or sometimes even a bit lower, 19 and 30. I have all my games that I record capped at 30. That's purely just because OBS I have set to record at 30 frames per second. YouTube plays it standard as 30 frames per second. Otherwise, you need to be hitting 60 continuously, and I don't hit 60 continuously. With Train Sim, not even with Train Sim 2017 would I hit 60 continuously. So there will be some definite drops here. What that will be caused by will be lighting. Oh, 66 going past. Pretty sure that's the first time 66 has passed me, actually. And I'm not being funny, for 20 frames per second, I think this still looks half decent. Bit sketchy on the cab occlusion and things like that. The lighting doesn't seem quite right in the cab, but it is a nice run. And I mean, to look at, you can't really moan, can you, apart from it being a bit shiny. That's why I've kind of gone for rain. I've thought if I've gone for rain, can it be a bit shiny and it be alright? That would make it a bit easier on us, wouldn't it? Oh, sorry, noisy straw. Oh. So that was completely on purpose, guys. What that's showing you is the DSD. No, it wasn't. I forgot it was on. Please remember that. That's twice a DSD has caught me out. A video I've just done that will also be going up in a minute caught me out with the DSD as well. There we go. Right, let's wait for our brakes to come off. I don't know if it's like a minute with a DSD on this or not. I haven't had it go off yet. Well, I haven't missed it yet, I don't think. Sorry, just fiddling. While we were waiting for those brakes to come off, shall I show you the rest of the things that work? So we do have couple buttons. We do have uncouple buttons as well. I'd like to be able to press once to unflap that and then do that. Unflap it. Train hazards. They work. Actually quite nice to look at. Train door release. This is for the right hand side, and then you have train door release for the left hand side here. Reading light. I'm not sure where that is. Just thought there was a little one here. Our brakes still not coming off. Why are you not coming off? Put in full service, turn you off, turn you off, turn you on, bring you back, turn you down. Oh, give us a chance to walk around it, I suppose. So, one thing I wanted to see was I'd like to have had to have gone to that to get it to start. Well, engine stop both works though. Let's see if we've got any luck now. Brakes have come off, compressors come on, that's good. There we go! So yeah, the local engine start-stop buttons on the side of the unit seem to work. I haven't actually fiddled with them yet. So a few things that I keep seeing people getting a bit caught out with, like me speeding, is just the way that you interact with things. So this is with, so when you've got that little dot in front of you, like in a sort of free head mode. So you just move the mouse to wherever you want. You don't have to hold right click or anything like that. You just right click once and do it. When you find yourself in a comfortable spot that shows off what you want to do, click the right button again, the right mouse button, and you're set. You can still press things from here. If you want to press anything else, you just have to move it around. See? It's not bad design, I don't think. It's taken me a little while to get used to it, but it's not too bad. We're are we going to Reading? Yeah, I think we're stopping at Reading and then Twyford. And this is Reading just up ahead, so we're just gonna 40 mile an hour. We're not going too fast anyway. Oh, a bit of horn issue there as well. I haven't had that with 166 yet. So Reading Station, I'm expecting the lights that are under the canopy pointing down to cause me a bit of grief. I think thankfully at this platform it's not going to be too bad. The 2-3 car stop is just it's the other end of this canopy, I think. Yeah, I think it's here. Oh, I'm accelerating. That was good. That was really good. Don't need to load non-load passengers. So you do that by the button on the right here, and or the buttons on the left here. If you open wrong side, they'll let you know about it. You can also click that, but I don't think it does anything. You still have to press the buttons. That's the tab menu, by the way. One thing I was thinking about this game, and it sort of, I will call it a game, not a simulator, at the minute, is the VR possibilities are pretty strong. And I'm guessing there is a bit of that that's been put into it. Just the way that tab menu works really made me feel like it was very much a VR thing. You'll be moving your head and looking and all that sort of jazz. So yeah. Oh, I didn't finish loading the passengers. Those wipers are making a hideous noise. Right, now we can lock the doors, which is the blue button. And when that goes out, you have interlock and you can make a move. There we go. So now Twyford, which is what, 3 minutes away from us, 3-4 minutes. No, sorry. Yeah, probably not far off that, 5 minutes. I'm going to try and put it in 7 and see if I get any sort of wheel spin. What is... Doesn't seem to be any WSP or anything that I can work out yet. We should have actually been stopping at Twyford now. It's 5:36 and 35. It's 5:36 now. That's the DSD. So you see, we're up at 27 frames per second now, which, I'll be honest, is more than playable. It's very playable. And that does dip in certain situations, but considering CSX Heavy Haul, most of the time I was getting between 7 and 9 FPS. I'm quite pleased. I mean, I'm running a... what is it? 4.2 gig AMD, X6, and well, GTX 970, a Strix GTX 970 graphics card, and 8 gig of RAM at the moment. Usually 16, but 8 in the middle at the moment. But to be honest, the reason we know about the optimization is by monitoring what your computer is doing while it's running the game. So if I was seeing a lot of things at 100%, like my graphics card usage or things like that, core usage at 100%, I would know my computer was struggling at certain things. At the moment, as we are driving now, we're going between sort of 36% and 54% 55% of CPU usage. RAM, we are sitting with me uploading a video in the background, so that's got one window of Chrome open. We are at 69%. So that's me recording, uploading a video, playing Train Sim World. 37% CPU usage, 69% RAM usage. So, I mean, my CPU usage now is down at 34, and it's been sitting there like 33, 31. It's been there a little while. My thoughts are that it is my CPU that will bottleneck. Was this optimised enough to use it all? It's a fair bit old. Is it a Phenom? It's a Phenom X6 or something, if I remember rightly in this. It's the one bit of this computer I didn't actually properly buy myself. Was the motherboard and CPU that I kind of inherited. And it's done me pretty well, to be fair. I am due an upgrade. As soon as you guys have watched enough videos to make me the right amount of money, I will be upgrading my motherboard and CPU and RAM. It's just a bit costly. I've got my RAM sockets on my motherboard are not the most reliable things in the world, and I've started misreading two of my 4 gig sticks. Ooh, came in too fast. And if I go past that red, see, these are the stations I'm getting the real bad bits with. Excellent. Let's open the doors. We'll shut down this cab, ready for the next driver to take over. Leave the wipes on for him. He can sort the rest out himself. So what we'll probably end up doing is taking a little ride on this. It might ask us if we want to continue, and I'll say yes, and then we'll take this for a little jaunt. As you can see, the interior on these trains does seem to take it out of Train Sim World. Sorry, I was waiting for the HST to go. Oh, I've got to go over there, have I? Is that one of... No, I don't. That's like a... Do you want to load the scenario XYZ? There we go. So I don't really understand what all this means. Not that I'm that fussed either. You're a level 5. Cool. Level 5 what? So there we go. What's over here? Oh, press E to start the station stopping tutorial. No, thank you. I wouldn't mind going on. So we had a good look around the 166 the other day. These overly bright. There's no relief or texture or anything on these interiors. They are Spartan. I don't know if the engine itself is meant to... Well, no, it's textured, isn't it, I think? I'm unsure. So I mean, this sort of thing I quite enjoy doing. It's these lights that give me hell. These. I don't know why either. I don't know what it is about them that's really, really, really playing havoc. But that's what it is. All right, love. Is my train going back to Reading? So, I'll probably leave this video here. That's the first little look at the 166. I will do a couple more with it. There's not masses to say about it. Once you get it up, starting and stopping, it kind of is what it is. The 66, I've got manuals for that. I can go through different bits. The 166 is pretty simple. So, once again, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And head on over to Facebook and check out the Facebook page. Once again, guys, thanks ever so much. Cheers. Bye-bye.